ជំរាបសួរលោកគ្រូខ្ញុំឈ្មោះជាតាន់ សច្ចា ខ្ញុំមកពីក្រុម FM 109 ថ្ងៃនេះខ្ញុំមកធ្វើបទបង្ហាញពី Presentation to Lesson Final ជូនលោកគ្រូ Unit 3 Meeting Holding a meeting. Part of being a manager is holding meetings. One thing that is for certain you need to be prepared. The meetings can be anything from a quick follow-up with a cohort of employees to a formal PowerPoint presentation to upper management. Meetings can be very productive, but it can also be a waste of time. You need to make the right decision when and when not to hold a meeting, even though meetings are extremely important. Ineffective meeting not only stop normal everyday workflow for a little again. If you are holding a meeting, here are 15 fundamental techniques to follow. 1. Set up a meeting request. This is no more done through Outlook or whatever email exchange server you are using. If some key players are not able to make the request time, set up another time that works best for everyone. You should create your own group contact so you do not have to enter in everyone's name if it's a meeting with more than just a few people. State the purpose. Put the reason for the meeting in the message heading. For example, this meeting is to review the new product release, prepare an agenda. Then just wing it. You need to put the topic you want to talk about in bullet point format. Make sure you through each topic through and have done the groundwork to determine the first issues. Make sure to have the topic and goal clearly, writing out so that the participants know what will be discussed and were well prepared to review to discuss and any issues surrounding the meeting along with all the needed material. Set a time frame. Most meetings should run from 1 or 2 hours to 1 hour. You might also want to set a time frame around each item on the agenda. 2. Send out any meeting material at least 2 days prior to the meeting. The material will give people a head up on what will be reviewed and give them time to be well prepared for the meeting. If possible, send off this material at the same time you send off the meeting request. 3. Make copy for everyone. You should print off enough copy of the agenda and meeting material. The meeting even starts. Be sure to make use of the material. It should be the same material as what you previously. Be in the meeting on time. Do not be late to your own meeting, and if you are waiting on participants, be no longer than 5 minutes. They will get the point and be early for the next meeting. 5. Set up the ground rule, also known as noun. One of the biggest problems in meeting is the use of laptop to check email, getting call and on cell phone. One of the biggest problems in meeting is the use of laptop to check email, getting call and cell phone. We should also state that you expect everyone to act professionally and that you expect everyone to participate equally. 6. Get to the point. Discussing new goal or going over a new process after the usual 2 or 3 minutes. Pleasant drill. It's time to get down to business. You will show strong leadership skill if you use the time effectively. Be an effective facilitator by keeping the participant. 7. Take note throughout the meeting. Be sure your pen notepad by your side and take plenty of notes. This will not only ensure you will cover all the important points, which will give them confidence that their points as well taken. If possible, try to have someone in the group to take note for you. 8. It's easy to cut off topic. Try to discuss another topic if it is important, but turn everyone's attention back to the meeting as soon as possible. A common phrase to use when you want to start the meeting back to the agenda is we can take that offline would like to discuss further if there are too many conversations going on at all once. Find the one that is the most important and take them to share the information being discussed. It might be very interesting. 9. Get quick people to talk more and the dominant people to talk less. Sometimes people are afraid to say a word because the dominant person who might have more knowledge and certainly more confidence intimidate them. You will always have the monopolizers, weak talkers, they will advocate, cynics, Yemen, chicken, little joke, and angry people. Do your best to bring everyone into the conversation and keep it on an even playing field. Carefully interrupt the dominant person and ask someone else. 10. Get them to listen without saying a word. Sometimes just the right look will get people to pay attention to you. Things like raising your eyebrows, giving them a steady stare, or even just stop talking in mid-sentence will have get attention. 11. Look for change or when you talk long enough, you'll be able to talk when the group is starting to forget. Look at their watch or clock, or when it is obvious someone else. 12. Know when to end the meeting. If the meeting topic ends before the allotted time and if there is nothing more to discuss on the matter, then go ahead and finish the meeting. If it's running late, try and wrap it up as soon as possible. 13. Before you end the meeting, make sure you have covered the important points. Make sure all of the important items have been discussed. Go over the action item and make sure no one left confused. Ask if anyone has any question, and if so, repeat the question so that the person feels good that you understood. 14. Set up an overview after the meeting. Depending on the importance of the meeting, it is a good idea to set up a brief review or minute soon after the meeting to not only the attendees but to all you think might be interested. This should be done within a few hours of the meeting to keep up the enthusiasm. People will address action items better and faster. 15. Create an action list and schedule a flow of meeting. This is why it is so important that everyone understood what the meeting were all about. There should be no confusion on the given task. Create a list of what is expected from either the group of individuals and send it off the participant with a follow up the meeting question you should include. The specific task, the name of the person who commit to owning the task, the due date of the task, an agreement about what considered completion of the task, through accountability for the task and the expected deadline. You need to make sure that they know when you expect this. Have a schedule daily meeting. Prefer it in the morning around 9 a.m. or 10 a.m. with key individuals such as SME supervisor or leads of your department. Keep it to around 15 minutes. Set up the daily calendar event and send off an email invite. Have a scheduled monthly meeting with the entire staff of your department. Always adhere to the schedule of it will not be taken seriously. Have people when you go of your meeting. Start it off with a joke or some topical humors as a non-work related question to get them relaxed and taking. Keep the small talk to no more than 1 or 2 minutes. This will help break the ice and create a comfortable atmosphere. Also, do not make your meeting boring and predicate. Unit 4. Minute writing. 1. What is minute? Type of minute. Minute is an official writing statement of the motion and resolution taken in the meeting. It is brief but a complete record of a discussion held among the members of the meeting. It is also defined as the official record of the proceedings of a meeting that should be needed to approved by the participating members of the meeting. So minutes as the brief and complete official writing record as discussed with it help among the members of the meeting. A type of minute. Generally, the minute of a meeting can be divided into two groups. They are the following. 1. Minute of narration. This minute will be a concise summary of all discussion which took place, report, received, action to be taken, and decision made. It include name of the participating members, name of the proposer and supporter, discussing summary resolution. B. Voting pattern. Exactly, member of resolution. Minute of resolution means the writing statement of the section that has been taken and approved by the participating member of the meeting. Only the main conclusion which are reached at the meeting are recorded in the minute of resolution. These are usually used for minute of AGM and others statutory meeting. 2. Difference between agenda and a minute. Both agenda and a minute are the important documents of a meeting, but they differ from each other in respect of the following points. This is our agenda and a minute. Different. 1. Agenda means the topic to be discussed at the meeting, and minute is brief to complete statement of motion and resolution of meeting. This all agenda and a minute is different. 3. Factors and consider in drafting a minute. The following factors should be considered in drafting minute of a meeting. 1. Name and address of the organization. 2. Name of the meeting. 3. Their time and winners of the meeting. 4. Name of the chairperson. 5. Name of the signature of the participating members. 6. Name and signature of the participation member. 7. Name of the proposed and supplier of resolutions. 8. Number of a regret letter. 9. Easy and understand the broad language. 10. Divisions. 11. Proposed data. 12. Signature of the president. For this is format of a minute. Twice. How to take a minute. If you work in a business environment, the time is going to come when you will be asked to take a minute. As the meeting impresses your college by already knowing how by following this step. You will note the minute notebook, pen and pencil, meeting agenda, and a letter optional. Step 1. If you will be writing your minute often, you may want to buy a good notebook to keep your minute rather than a cheap one. If you have a laptop, you should use it to save the letter. Step 2. Create a simple sign in sheet that has column for name and contact information and pass it around. You will be able to refer to this record in order to document attended. Step 3. Being note-taking by noting the date of the meeting and the time the meeting was called to order. Step 4. Record all business, which is anything that needs to follow up from the last meeting. Note anything that was done or not done and by both. Step 5. Record new business. For example, when someone has an issue to address, they will make a motion. Note exactly what is said along with no second the motion and whether or not motion pass. Step 6. Write down any action item or thing specific participant agree to do but don't transcript word for word debate or discussion and the note with the time of the meeting and join it and the date of the next meeting. Step 7. This is the final step. Type up the minute as soon as possible after the meeting so that fresh in your mind once you have typed them, distribute them to members or for review and approval at the next meeting. And yes, that's all. Thank you for your listening. Is that it?